What happens when you don't get your own way? When things don't go as you hoped they would? It's one of the lessons we learn, isn't it, as we're growing up? We don't always get what we want. Things don't always work out as we expect. People don't always behave in the way we think they should. What about with God? One of the things we need to realize if we want to follow Jesus, if we want to be Christians, is that God doesn't always behave as we would hope he would. Seems to me that's one of the lessons from the book of Jonah. We've been thinking about the book of Jonah in our church here and on this channel the last 4 weeks and exploring this book. And Jonah thinks God should behave in a certain way. And he has to learn that God doesn't behave in the way Jonah hopes. Jonah actually says in Jonah chapter 4 that we were looking at this week, God, I know you're compassionate and kind and gracious and slow to anger. But Jonah wanted destruction for his enemies. What do we do when God doesn't treat people as we would like him to? What do we do when God's grace is more extravagant and more generous than we would like? We need to realize that we can't put God in our box. We can't make God in our image. He is God and we are not. It's something we need to learn as we walk with him, time and time again. God's love is beyond our imagination. God's grace is beyond our understanding. Jonah learnt that through all his difficulties. And yet we still don't know, as the book ended, if he really understood that God wanted to have compassion on the city. May we learn to follow God and trust God in his compassion and let God be God and not try and squeeze him into our molds. May we see his character. May we meet him through his word. May we know that he is slow to anger and abounding in love. May we see in Jesus the love for the whole world. This is our midweek thought. Do come and join us for worship in this building or on this channel. God bless and take care.